Are you going to be around, or is the Commonwealth Sports Awards going to be around in another 30 years?
I would like to think so, because what is happening here is that I've put in place certain columns set in concrete that within, I don't expect to be around for 30 more years, trust me.
I did think about it.
Not the way the legs are feeling now, but certain things are put in place that there will be people who I will entrust to carry on that legacy. Because it's not about Al Hamilton. The Commonwealth Sports Awards is about me saying to the rest of the world, to the rest of the Commonwealth, listen, yes, I'm a Commonwealth citizen. Sport is what has given me some sort of kudos in this country. And because of that, it has allowed me to travel the world. I've met presidents, prime ministers, high commissioners, you name it. It has given me that opportunity. And because of this, I feel duty bound. When I was at the Albert Hall in the early days in the late 70s, early 80s, and I'm the only black face there, I felt it was my responsibility and my duty to articulate what it was like inside the Royal Albert Hall, what the feeling was, so that I could translate that to a man who's in a mundane factory job on a Monday morning, who's probably driven past or haven't even passed Kensington High Street to know what the Royal Albert Hall is all about. So it is for me, I feel a duty that I have to do. And of course, you can see now that the Commonwealth, as we stand right now, with the games coming up in Delhi in October, there are issues, there are problems, there are allegations of corruption and all sort of misappropriation of funds and what have you. So the Commonwealth, to my mind, also needs to shape up. The Commonwealth needs to rebrand itself, because how do you then have an entity which houses some of the foremost athletes in the world on the international stage, and you keep quiet about it? There should be a situation where when I go into the West End, or I come into Western, or any other major part of this country, I should see pictures of Usain Bolt. I should see pictures of Chris Hoy. I should see pictures of Rebecca Adlington. I should see pictures of all of these people who are right there at the top of their game. That's what I'm saying?
Okay.
No, like I mentioned, like Rodney, and I mentioned Rodney and Carol and people like that. Yeah, I mean, they're the people who've helped. I've had people like, Frank Henry, who's a long-time friend of mine. Frankie Lucas, who I got involved with. That was an early situation, which I didn't tell you about. Frankie Lucas had won the ABA title on 2 occasions. And for whatever reason, Britain decided they weren't going to pick him. They decided to pick the guy who he'd beaten in Carl Spear of Liverpool. I was approached by Inspector Remington, who had some sort of a relationship with Lucas. And the long and the short of it is that we approached the St. Vincent government for the possibility of Frankie Lucas representing St. Vincent in 74 games in New Zealand. And as I say, the rest is history. Lucas went and won, beating Carl Spear in the semi-final, knocking him out this time, and went on to win the gold medal. And that just sort of opened up a number of other avenues for us. So,
sweet justice for him.
And so no, there have been so many nice highlights. So the knocks, the highlights compensate for the knocks. And all I would say to younger people, and to people like, people say to me sometimes, don't you get upset when you've been doing this so long, you see other people come along and get television, like Mobo and like this and like that. And I said, no. And they said, but why not? I said, listen, because at the end of the day, they too have their own issues. You get me? I see myself as the first in the queue, so I'm opening the door. Others will follow, and whatever Kanye is doing now, or whatever Mo is doing now, other youngsters will look at her and probably get some inspiration from her and decide to try also and move on. So it's a collective effort. This is how I've always viewed it. The world is or the Commonwealth for me is a wide oyster. Don't forget, we cover a third of the world.
And you're encouraging people to get down to this year's Commonwealth Sports
Without a doubt. I mean, I think it is important that the support continues. We've always had very good support. I'm fraternally and eternally grateful for that. And those of you who might know about the event, then you know what to expect. And those of you who don't, well, come and get a taste of it.
Thanks a lot.
Cheers.